Moving on, we have Dr. Shadha ALAmri with her keynote presentation on the impact of cybersecurity innovation on technology transfer between academia and the industry. Dr. ALAmri is the head of Entrepreneurship and Innovation Department, University of Technology and Applied Science, Muscat, Oman, who is molding future minds for success. Thank you, Dr. Shadha, for joining us today, and the stage is all yours.
Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Is my voice clear, or you feel this not that clear?
Yes, Dr. Shadha, we can see you.
Okay.
It's absolutely clear. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the invitation, and I'm glad today to be with you to share some knowledge as well. So let's go ahead. I will just share my presentation. So because we have just 15 minutes. Okay, so just to share with you, I'm from the academic background. So I'm a lecturer as well in networking and security. At the same time, now I'm a head for innovation and entrepreneurship department for the university. So let's go ahead and see what we're gonna discuss today. So the main scope over here is about the cybersecurity, what is the relation between cybersecurity and the innovation, and what are the links to technology transfer and what is meant about it, and within the scope of Oman. Okay, so let's go ahead. Before we go, when we say cybersecurity, and want to know where this started, long time ago, when the people, the scientists, built the computer and the network and so on, no one thought that one day there will be someone coming and abuse their discovery and will, for example, make a legal act and make crimes, and so that the cyber security fields emerge. So mostly they started like in 1980s, when the people just wake up and then there's a need for security measures for their ICT technology. So just like to highlight when we talk about cybersecurity, why cybersecurity is taking attention nowadays? Because the evolving of the technology. So they, like in this book by Johnson, he published a book in 2015, they just identify the landscape where the threats coming on and where the criminals start to attack through the cybersecurity space or the cyberspace. So first of all, the mobile devices and smartphones, as we know now, everyone has a smartphone. So that's why the criminals can access to anyone, anywhere. The web application, currently everything, all services in web. So that means a lot of threats and vulnerabilities over there opened. Social media, so it is easy to phish people because everyone is using social media and everywhere and in all sectors. And then the two big technology nowadays going on is the cloud computing, where the service is easy and managed to access anytime, any place, but there are some concerns regarding the privacy and computer security. And the last technology, they mention it, is the big data. Because of the big data, everywhere is there, and there is data scientists need to analyze all this big data. So when we talk about big data, it's not like a new database. It is a huge data that needs to be managed, monitored, analyzed, and if someone steal it, they can do a lot related to cybersecurity criminals. So all this kind of 5, let's say, landscapes, everyone and everywhere in all sectors, they need to take attention about it and need to not just use this technology, but as well, they have to have some measurements to, let's say, protect themselves, their organizations, and their nations as well. Okay, so this is 5 should be taken attention. Now, let's go back to some statistics. I go back to the Eurostat, and based on their, let's say, statistical analysis, they found out that the innovation through research and development affect the economy. So that's why if the countries take care of research and development, and they find a new way, an innovative way to use the technology, they might affect the GDP of the country. If you notice here in the numbers, that, for example, if you notice Korea has a higher GDP increase based on research and development, because they are taking care about intellectual properties, they take care about research and development. So that if you notice here in the numbers, there, South Korea in 2018, the GDP is increasing 4.5 because of the R&D, research and development. The same in Japan. While if they go to United States, it's just 2.8, in China 2.6, and Russia 1.3, which is a little bit less. So that's why the R&D is so important to increase the economy of the countries. So what is the relation now? Why I'm talking about research, development, innovation, and cybersecurity? So what is the relation? Why there is a need for cybersecurity or technology transfer from academia to industry? So the concept of technology transfer is to have a kind of a link between the universities, the academia, and the industries. The why? Because for those reasons. Currently, the world economy is developing and improving through R&D procedures. And this has been already proved through statistics, how that the R&D improve the economy. The second thing, in academia, we have a wealth source of researchers, of human capacity. We have a young generation. Mostly young generations, they have a lot of ideas and innovative ideas of solving problems. Sometimes we are somehow the old generation. When we see a problem, we solve it in maybe more complex way. But the new generation, they have the way of the fast and newest and innovative way. So that's why we need to make use of them. The third thing is our ICT field is rapidly evolving. So if we are just waiting, other external companies from other companies of other countries to give us technology will be late. So here in Oman, we have to take the lead of our country. We have to build our technology by ourselves. So this is why there is a need for technology transfer between academias and industry, and especially for cybersecurity. The fourth thing is based on the World Economic Forum. They have like a prediction. In 2015, the 5 top technology will be like evolving and implemented. One of them is cloud computing was in the top, and cybersecurity in the 4th place. The rest, they are IoT, they have the big data, and they have as well the, what is the 5th one? The web, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you can refer to that to see all the details. But what is concerning in here, cybersecurity and cloud computing is from the 5 top technology that will be used widely till the 2025. So that's why from now we should prepare for it. From now we should see how we can implement it and deploy it. Okay. Now to go for the academia. Okay. I don't know why this is coming in. Take it out. From cybersecurity in Oman, from academic publication, Oman, okay, if you notice here, Malaysia, Oman, and Norway ranked in high on Global Cybersecurity Index. This is published in 2017. Because people thought that only cybersecurity in the 5 eyes. Who is 5 eyes? This is 5 top countries in the cybersecurity, among them Australia, US, and UK. But through this index shown that we are doing well. Another publication in 2017 that Oman, UAE, Oman, and Morocco have passed new laws aimed to protecting electronic transactions and proceeding the cyber crimes, which is very great step, because when you have laws, you have policies for cybersecurity, that means the cybersecurity will be more controlled and evolved. Okay, so this is Oman, one of the top, plus Morocco and UAE. And based on another publication, 2018, among the Arab countries, Oman and Egypt considered one of the mature stages in cybersecurity. And here another publication, 2020, okay, cybersecurity survey that Oman, there are 3 countries, Georgia, Mauritius, this is in Africa, and Oman, using surveys as a tool for benchmarking the current state of the cybersecurity. So there are a lot of study, a lot of analysis is done around here to improve the cybersecurity, let's say, stage in Oman here. And the last one into 2021, here is another study that's saying that there is a report for the advance among the GCC members, state that the cybersecurity, Oman is getting the second place, and with Qatar, and the first place it was Saudi Arabia. So from here, we can conclude that Oman is doing very good, but we are looking for the excellence, inshallah, for the coming years. Oman state of art in technology transfer. Here, why I emphasize in technology transfer, because as we mentioned it previously, to, let's say, affect the economy, we need to have this kind of technology transfer or the link between academias and industries, okay? So we already have a program called IJAD, and this program is basically a platform that is, the industries will list the challenges, and the academia, the researcher will try to solve the problems. So this is just, start like 2-3 years ago, but this is, inshallah, we're doing better in all the fields. Currently, they are not like specific fields in cybersecurity, all fields, okay? So this is a good step to close the gap. We have as well 3 technology transfer offices in Oman in public universities, one in Sultan Qaboos University, one in Sana'a, one in Sufar. So this is they just started in 2019, but in SQO, they start since 2017. So we have a long way to go, but to start is better than not to go anywhere. So as an overall, Oman technology transfer infrastructure is still evolving, and we are looking for the best, inshallah, in the coming years, especially now for the University of Technology and Applied Science. This university is just like coming in August 2020. In fact, it is like a union of different colleges in Oman. We have colleges of technology, like about 7 colleges of technology. We have applied science, like about 6 applied science colleges. So this university taking under the umbrella of those colleges, we have better, let's say, academia in the technology level. And currently we have as well Oman Vision 2040, where all the goals are listed there. And in my point of view, when you list your goals, it is half of the way to be successful. Because if you know what you are left behind, what you need to do, what kind of measurements you need to reach, then at least you are planning where you can reach to the right speed, let's say stage. And in the beginning of 2021, we have a special national innovation strategy published, and it is led by the Ministry of Higher Education. And the main aim in here as well to, let's say, encourage the implementation and employment innovation. Okay, so this is just a set of art in Oman, and those are the references which I just used them above. So at the end, innovative way of thinking and analysis is advisable for improving cybersecurity infrastructure. Because if you want to be good in cybersecurity, not just to buy a tool, not to invest a lot of money to buy whatever kind of framework, you start with the human being. If the human being cannot deal with those technologies, all those money will be lost, and they will not get the benefits of getting those products. Countries should utilize the wealth existing in their academia and support R&D, research and development, and technology transfer, and already the numbers is talking. And to deploy technologies such as cloud computing and cybersecurity, there is a need to develop awareness and skills in-house for better customization and long-run sustainability. Currently, we are ready to build most of the product in-house, and inshallah, in the coming, let's say, we'll see the results soon, inshallah. So this is just my presentation, and hope you get something from it. I try to just miss the time. So if anyone has questions, I'm glad to answer. Thanks, Bridget.
Thank you, Dr. Shadha ALAmri. We truly appreciate your inputs. As of now, we don't have any questions. However, I will shoot out an email to you if I receive any questions from our audience.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.